Alright guys, so today we're just going to do a short video on how to actually measure your blood glucose. Now there's a lot of videos online about this and obviously there's different devices that you can use to measure your blood glucose. So we're not going to go into why you would potentially measure your blood glucose. Like there's a variety of reasons why you potentially would, and all the surrounding theory around that. But what we are going to go through in this video is how to actually do it, because again, while there are different devices and some of them are just pretty old school and some of them are more new school and they integrate with your phone and the cloud and different things like that, the basic premise stays the same. So whether you are using one of the old school ones or one of the newer school ones, and the basic premise of measuring your glucose, your blood glucose levels, is pretty similar, right? So there's a few different things that you're likely to need. I'm just using this iHealth one, and again, the actual one doesn't matter that you're using. This integrates with my phone, that's why I have my phone out here. There's a few things that you also need. You need the actual thing that measures, that integrates with this, and where you put your blood. So these test strips, they come in a variety of forms. Like these ones are electronic, digital, because they integrate with this. Again, they may not be, the ones that you have may not be, but there's some form of strips will be used. Then you also have lancets, and you also have a device that functions to make that lancet move forward to actually puncture the skin. Now, most of these have different methods for actually doing it. Like this one, you just turn this and press the button and then it will push forward the lancet. But there's also another way with this one that you can measure how far forward that lancet goes. Now, you'll have to tweak that over time, because the way you tweak this is based on how much blood is actually coming out of your finger. Like if you put this on 1 and you're barely getting any blood, then obviously you need to go a little bit deeper with the lancet the next time, right? Versus if you're up on 5 and you're getting very little blood, you are getting a lot of blood, then again you might need to go further down. And this one obviously only goes 1 to 5. Some of them I've seen, they go up to like 10. So again, there's a lot more granularity or resolution that you can get with that, okay? So that largely doesn't matter. Again, there's different applicators. That's not the biggest part about this. But what we want to do is get one of our lancets. They generally have a safety top. You want to take that off. But you do want to keep that, because it is good practice to keep that so you can put the actual lancet, you can actually dispose of the lancet effectively, so you're not just throwing a sharp pin into the bin when you're done with it, right? And then we're just going to pop the top on this. And as I said, this one, it just turns and then it's loaded, right? Now, you're supposed to wash your hands before you do this. I've already done this. Some people like to use like alcohol wash. Some people like to use like hand sanitizer. Personally, I just like soap and water, because in my head I'm like, oh, what if the alcohol interferes with the measurement and stuff like that? It kind of plays on my mind, but maybe that's just me. Again, if it was standardized, it's not a huge deal. Now that's loaded. Again, you want to keep the strips in their case, because it keeps them protected. Now there's a number of ways with this one. You can turn it on first. Generally what I do is I just take one out, take a test strip out, put it in. Again, they have a handy little pointer for it. Put it in, it turns on then automatically. Then I'm just going to open up my phone, because it integrates with that. Now I just did a measurement before this, so it's already measured some today. And again, they're just integrating. Now all I need to do is actually take the sample, right? And to do that, again, I've loaded this. I've also loaded it to the top, and I definitely don't need it, but I'm hoping a little bit more blood comes out than usual so that you can actually see what's going on. Now, I should mention that some people make the mistake of doing this on the top of their fingers, and you're going to notice quite quickly that that's quite painful, right? Because again, there's a lot of nerve endings in your fingers. You don't want to do that. You want to go for the side of your finger. I generally go for the middle finger. That's generally a robust finger. But again, if you are doing this every single day, you are going to need to rotate. Now I'm going to do this really quickly. So again, all I'm doing on the side of the finger, again, I'm hoping more blood comes out with this one, and it just goes in, right? So automatically you can see that some blood came out there with that, and all you're going to do is massage it down so more blood comes out. Now, again, some people like to really massage this down. That's generally not something that you want to do. You don't want to be massaging it a huge amount, but you do want a good bit of blood to come out. Now, all you want to do with this is ideally get this to the top of that, trying not to keep it bang on with your finger, just trying to get the blood to come up to the test strip. Now, that's calculating it there for me. Some of them, they come up on the device with this. This just comes up on my phone, and you can see there, that's 5.4, right? Millimoles per liter, right? So I'm gonna lick that off. You're supposed to wash it. I always lick it. And that's it. That's how you measure your blood. Obviously, again, there are a variety of reasons why you would potentially do this, but that's how you go about doing it. And obviously, again, there are a variety of devices that you can use, but the general principle is the same, right? You know, you want to get a small little cut on the finger using a lancet, using an application device like this, and then whatever test strip you have and whatever device you have, you want to measure that blood, the blood glucose in that little sample, little droplet of blood that you produced, right? And that's it.